Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with E. Yes, the one and only E. Hello, beautiful people. I hope you all are feeling amazing, doing amazing, and just being amazing overall. And if not, it's okay. It's all right. Your time is coming soon, my friend. Remember, bad times don't last forever. After every storm, there is a rainbow. And of course, we need those bad times to help us rely on the good times that are to come. Okay? So, once again, hello everyone. I hope you all are feeling amazing and doing amazing. And if not, it's okay. It's all right. We all have our moments in life where we have our days where we're up and we have when we're down. But just remember that those days will not stay the same because it won't be stagnant and times will change. Okay? So before we get into it, it is around that time of the holiday time. Finally, Thanksgiving is the second holiday we were celebrating. We already had Halloween. Now we about to have Thanksgiving and Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and all those amazing holidays to come. I am so excited because this is my favorite time of the year. It's a time that we give thanks and be happy and just be one big old bundle of joy. And that also help us hopefully feel amazing. At times like this, it does affect us in many ways, and that's okay because today's Wellness 101 is impacted on our feelings as well as how to prepare for the holiday time. So before we get into it, for the ones that are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for the ones that are not true to this but new to this, hey y'all, what's up, what's poppin'? And as always, I hope you all are feeling amazing. So before we get into it, to the ones that are new here, Wellness 101s is a day that I dedicated for every last Wednesday of the month to just focus on wellness, because now within Vibing with E, in the beginning, I focused on talking about any and everything, but now I'm focused on things that impacts with the mind, body, and soul. So this is wellness, I believe, wellness 10, lesson 10 that we will be talking about today, if I'm not mistaken. Let me think, y'all. I think this is, I'm trying to think because I've not been keeping count, and that's not good. It's not good. It's lesson 10. But no, it's lesson 9. Lesson 9. I'm getting ahead. I'm already ready for thanks to I'm ready for the new year to pop off. That's kind of crazy, but let me slow it down for y'all. So, yes, this lesson is lesson 9. We are in the month of November. November is about to end as well. So, every month, every Wednesday, I dedicate the last Wednesday of the month to be the lesson that impacts with wellness, that goes over like how we felt, do a reflection, but also help us improve for what the next month is to come. I started this back in February because due to things that I felt as though had gone on within my life, and then I heard within my peers and things like that. And sometimes we take advantage of focusing on our wellness. So that's why I dedicated Wellness 101s lessons to the podcast now, because like I said, I focus only on now mind, body, and soul, and mental health. And I still, have my little fun topics and crazy topics, but this Wellness 101 is like really my favorites because it just reflects on things and also give us a chance to really like dig a little deeper, especially when it comes to things that's going on in our life that we don't know the meanings about. So before we get into it, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing my voice. Whether you're on the go or on the move or whatever the case may be, turn me up through your AirPods, speakers, radios, TVs, whatever. Turn me up because today, as always, of every vibe of the day, every wellness 101 lesson is very, very, very special as well. So let's get into it. So today's Wellness 101 lesson 9 is Seasonal Affective Disorder, which is known as SAD. So a lot of people do or do not know what this is, and I'm going back to giving the definition of things now, because I noticed at times when I did do the vibes of the day, like in the previous months, because we only been here for a year. Previous months, I noticed that I wouldn't really break it down no more. I'd be like, okay, let's just get straight into it. But I'm like, we need to know what things are before we just say, yo, this is blah, 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 blah. So Let me give y'all the insight or give y'all the definition of what does seasonal affective disorder mean, also known as SAD. So seasonal affective disorder, known as SAD, is a type of depression that comes and goes with the seasons, typically starting in the late fall and continuing into the winter months. So with that being said, like I said a previous times ago, when we are in these, when the seasons is changing and things like that, we go through things in our life where our moods, the vibes, everything starts to shift. And as a person that is working in the career and pursuing her degree in the human and health behavior world, I can see that not only for me but also for my peers, because you know how like we have the spring and the summer, we're so full of light and joy. However, I say once daylight savings comes around, well, when daylight saving times ends, let me correct myself, when it ends, that's where things go totally left, because it's like, okay, you gotta get used to it being getting dark at 5 o'clock. You gotta get used to trying to prepare yourself and not put too much pressure on yourself. You're trying to get everything out the way, as well as holiday time. You trying to prepare for what's to come, like, you know, the Thanksgiving, because Halloween is still during around the time when daylight savings is still in the works. But once Halloween's over, that's where it starts for daylight savings starts to end. So we have holiday time, you know, prepare for the holidays. Also got to prepare for the weather. Also got to prepare for the days to come, and certain jobs and the fields that we work in. Sometimes we got to expect the unexpected. We got to expect this going on, that going on, even in our families and friends. It's a lot of things that go on. So seasonal affective disorder, aka SAD, is a real thing, and it's really happening, and you guys are experiencing these factors and just never knew about it. So that's another reason, the main picture of why I do wellness one-on-ones lessons, because it's a teachable moment, not only for me but also for y'all. We're learning as we go, because you know, like how we say, oh, we describe something but we never know what it is. This is one of those things. So lesson 101, so today's lesson 101 is focusing on the seasonal effects disorders, and that is a type of depression that comes and goes. For some people it might come for like a couple days or a couple weeks and then it's over. Some people, it might stay up until fall, up until the winter, up until New Year come. So that's why it's very important that we try to address, you know, those little burdens in our life, especially if it's infecting us in ways that makes us not even feel like we want to even do things anymore. Take it from a person that's going to school, working, internship, and still dedicating my time to my podcast. I'm not going to lie, because like I say, since day one, everything I say, I'm telling y'all real life experiences, because this is a learning experience. The reason why I did this is to help not only me, but to help others around me. We have our moments in life where we just can't do it no more. I'm not going to lie to y'all. When the beginning of November started, I'm going to say I felt seasonal affective disorder to like homecoming was in October. The whole month of October, I was cool. Up until I want to say when Halloween came. A couple days after Halloween, I was out of it. I was having my moments where I wanted to crash out. I had my moments where I caught myself from blacking out, because it's just so much on my plate. And I always was just seeing myself on the go. I never really had the time during those times to just sit back and be like, wow, I need to chill out. And that's where self-care comes into play. When you have so much and you're used to a routine, it's like, dang, you know, you eat, sleep, take a shower, go to where you gotta go, get it out the way, come home, gotta handle business or whatever, and then repeat it. That's how it is for me. Being a student, working, intern, and being a podcaster, it's not easy. Especially in my last year. in college for my bachelor's. It takes some people 3, 4, 5 years because sometimes it's get hard. It gets hard. It gets tough. Everything you do in life is not easy. And everything you do in life does not have a shortcut. Unless you do things like the smart way, or as they would say, allegedly the smart way. For me, I got my first degree at community college. That was two years ago. Yes, 2 years ago. Transferred straight to my 4-year university. It would have took me 2 or 2.5 years. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of rushed into it. I felt like after I did that and I seen how things wasn't coming for me, I'm like, dang, I gotta rush this. And that's when my depression came in. But that's what I had to think about, is sit back and be like, well, look, the main goal is to get the degree. So the objectives that come with the degree is to make sure that I'm taking the proper classes I'm supposed to, doing the homework, etc., etc. So my main depression was school. And I'm not going to lie, it's getting better because now I'm time managing myself better. And also, when you do talk to a counselor, therapist, or whatever, having someone in your corner to help you when you're going through this side effect is very, very important. That's not only just for me, as a college student, but as a person in general, even for y'all out there. Regardless if you're in school or not, you raising a family, whatever the case may be, talking to someone will help you in the long run, or finding those techniques that will help you in the long run within making you feel less depressed, less having those crash outs, blackout moments, and etc. So before we get into it, I just wanted to give y'all a background of what it is, and also breaking it down to you like in ways that we never thought we were impacted with it. Like me, I didn't know I was impacted with seasonal affective disorder until I did the research and also heard my supervisor talk about it. I'm like, oh, this is actually a real thing. But sometimes, when people say certain stuff, they take it and run with it and don't know what it means. I don't like that. I like to break it down, cross the T's and dot the I's and make sure I know what I'm talking about, because I heard some stuff be like, what is this? I don't get it, but we gonna learn today, okay? Because this is what wellness 101 lessons are about. Learning as you go and understanding why this is important when it comes to your wellness, your mental, your mind, body, and soul, all that wrapped into one. So, who is most likely to experience seasonal affective disorders, and are there specific risk factors that make certain individuals more vulnerable? Well, as always, everyone is impacted by seasonal affective disorder, aka SAD. So men and women of all ages can experience seasonal affective disorder. Common risk factors include, lack of sunlight. By us being in this time zone right now of, by us being in this time zone right now with daylight saving time ended, so the sun will come out, I want to say 6:30ish, 6:30, 7 o'clock, and the sun will go down like towards 4:30, 5 o'clock. So it's already one right there, lack of sunlight. Because, it's cold outside, too. Nobody's going to be outside that much unless you're going to one place and coming out. So it's a lot of loops right there. With the lack of sunlight, a family history of depression is very serious, too. And is very common, because it's people out here that's really taking medication due to their depression. And also a certain personality traits such as low self-esteem and social withdrawals. Having low self-esteem is crazy, because with my girls that I have in my internship, I taught them about self-esteem, low, high self-esteem, affirmations, and things like that. So things like that also impacts with SAD, with the seasonal affective disorder, as well as having a social withdrawal. I'm not going to lie to y'all. When I felt that things were not going so right, I socially was distancing myself from everyone, because when I'm upset, I don't like to let everybody know I'm upset, let alone display it. because I try in my power, hey, not today, or I'm gonna let you, or I'll just be like silent. And it's like, that's not me. But sometimes, and I know y'all all probably going through it now, like, dang, this is what I'm going through. This is crazy. It's common. It's okay. You're human. I'm letting you know this is real and it's common. It happens. Things like this happen. But I'm going to give you the tools to help you navigate during this seasonal affective disorder so it won't carry on up until the holidays get real deep. Like our big holiday is Thanksgiving, then Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and all that. Especially if you're around family and friends or however you celebrate your holidays, you want to make sure you bring the best out of it, even though it's been so much going on. While you use these tools to help you, it's going to really help you in the end. So yes, we all go through the lack of sunlight, family depression of history, and certain personal traits such as, low self-esteem and social withdrawals. It's okay. It's human. You're human. But I'm going to tell you, like I always say, bad times don't last forever. These times won't last forever, because once you find your niche on how to overcome those challenges, you'll be okay. So the other risk factors that include being middle-aged or older, living in a religion with longer winters, and living in a region with longer winters, and having a history of depression. People with seasonal affective disorders may also be likely to suffer from anxiety or bipolar disorders. Treatments for seasonal affective disorders includes light therapy, medications, and lifestyle changes. Individuals with seasonal affective disorders often experiences symptoms such as low moods, a lack of interest in activities they once enjoyed, and low energy levels. They may also struggle with changes in sleep patterns, such as sleeping more than usual and experiencing cravings for things that they really, the things that they really don't do, really things that you really don't have cravings for, as well as carbon dioxide. What's another thing that I had? Because I'm speaking on top and also looking at my notes as well. So, other symptoms can include difficulty focusing, feeling hopeless or worthless, and in some cases, experiencing thoughts of self-harm or suicide. These symptoms can be served enough to interfere with daily life, making it important to seek professional help if symptoms get worse. So it's human. It's human. It's okay. You're human to feel these factors. For men, women, children, everybody feels the seasonal affective disorders. Everything that I just said, you're probably going through it and you're like, dang, I have seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD. We all go through these things. And that's why, like I said, it's very important to talk to someone or have a circle of people that you trust to help you in these times of needs, because somebody needs somebody. We all need somebody when things are high or low. But overall, we have to remember we cannot just use these people for when we're going through things or we at our highest. We need to make sure that we have those seasons, those not seasons. But let me say this. Within the seasons, let's take a moment to think. Within the seasons that it's for you and what's not for you, how did it make you feel? Versus the ones that the season that is not for you. Sometimes it's the opposite for people. Sometimes people do not like the spring or the summer. Their season is fall and winter. Some people, their season is summer and spring. And this is sometimes where their depression starts within, fall and winter. Either way, like I said, we're human at the end of the day. We all go through things that we least expected to. And that's why we have to have those people in our corner that we consider family or reasons. There it is. The reasons. The people that you consider to be your reasons, like your friends, your family, who've been there for you since day one when it comes to any and everything in your life. Talk to them. And vice versa. Make sure that they're okay. Because we're all human. We're all going through something, especially during this time. Like I said, me personally, I've been through my stuff and I'm getting better every day just by having that conversation as with me and my counselor, she said, just a pop in reflective session. Once I did that, things started to get better, as well as listening to my friends and family. Having those people in my corner to help me, not only did it impact me more, but I also helped them too. You gotta help. You gotta help who helps you. You help me, I help you. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So also keep in mind that everybody's going through these. Everybody is going through something. And that's why it's important to be there for somebody. Kindness doesn't kill anything. Kindness doesn't kill you. It makes you stronger. And you never know who needs it. Just saying something or doing something so little or whatever for someone can really, really put a big impact onto them. Because you never know what they're going through. As well as for you. Just being there for someone, as well as you being there for them, appreciate and love on them. Because at this time, we need it. Everyone need it. You need it. I need it. Or you know someone that need it. So after you listen to me, or while you listen to me, take that time to reach out to that person that you feel that's not have been their self. You know the saying too, check up on your friends, the strong friends, the ones that is always there for you. Because they got stuff going on too. They got some issues and things going on too, and they cover behind an amazing poker face. Trust me, I'm one of those friends. I'm always there for everything, but I always make sure that I don't like people see me sweat, because people will have all these crazy narratives about you. But I'm letting you know now, it's human. We're human to go through those things. But also, too, we have to be able to appreciate the ones that appreciate us and vice versa. So be there for one another, as well as you being there for someone that has been there for you for everything, especially within this time, especially within the seasonal affective disorder within SAD going around. It's real. We all going through those emotions, the highs that we go low, and we want to fix that. So everyone is affected by it. It's normal, but we're going to get over it. We're going to get through this one way or another. So what are the symptoms, the primary symptoms of SAD, and how can people differentiate it from other forms of depression or seasonal mood shifts? So SAD symptoms usually start in the late fall or early winter and can last up until spring. It is important to differentiate SAD from other forms of depression, since it can be more severe and maybe require more intensive treatment. Professional diagnosis treatment are usually in managing SAD. Common symptoms of SAD include depression, weakness, difficulty focusing, changing appetite, difficulty sleeping, and hopelessness. People with SAD may also experience physical symptoms such as headaches, joint pains, and weight change. Now, like I said, this is normal. However, if it's something that you're not used to, please go to the doctor. Take it from someone in the beginning of the year, if you're new here, has dealt with something very, very effective with the physical body. Dealing with my physical body and appearance. Go to the doctor. Me, I say this. I know I'm not getting no sleep regardless because of what I'm going through. But I also make time for myself to make sure I'm getting sleep. So I want y'all to make sure y'all get the sleep, the help, and everything y'all need. Especially when it comes to this symptom, like I just said. SAD can last up until the springtime. And y'all know the daylight savings doesn't start again until March. For some people, it's a couple days, weeks. Some is a month. But one thing I fear is for it to be a year. It's more than, when it goes to 6 to a year, I fear. That's when my fear come in. So I'm telling everyone this. Please go see someone, check up on yourself, and also appreciate yourself. Especially when it comes to us, we feel as though us humans, we have to love on each other and give for each other. Sometimes we have to be selfless. Sometimes you have to be selfish and be selfish to yourself. Especially if you're the type of person that's always there for someone. Sometimes you need to be selfish and selfless to yourself. Sometimes you got to give yourself the proper nutrients and stuff for yourself. Sometimes you have to make sure that you're doing good so that you can proceed to give out good energy. I knew I wasn't good when I was moody. Once you automatically know you're moody, that's when you know, yep, something ain't right. Moody. My appetite was already like, I'm not really a big eater like that no more, but I gets down. I gets down, but I knew something wasn't right when certain times I just didn't want to eat stuff. Like snacks, I don't want that much. I need a meal, then I'm okay. Then I also knew something wasn't right with me when I was getting moody. I didn't want to be bothered. And all I wanted to do was sleep. All I wanted to do was to be alone because it's so much and nobody really understood or caught on to the signs that, look, I need to be alone. Until I had to pray about it, talk to my support system and let them know, like, I'm not ignoring y'all or anything, but I just need my time to reflect. I'm going through a difficult time in my life already. All I need is support. I don't want nothing else from y'all but support to be here for me. And of course, once I get back on my feet and get in that routine of me finding myself again, then we back like we never left. It's okay to tell the people that you love that you need your time, need your space, because when you see the symptoms or when people around you see the symptoms, they need to help you. Trust me. Trust me. I feel it. I feel it for you. You're going to get through this in every shape or form, my friend. You just got to pray on it, keep hope, and do it. You know how, if you're new here, I'm big on that blueprint. You got to set that blueprint for yourself up. You know, you manifest it now, put it in work. You got to put in that work to make sure that you don't go through these times no more. You don't have to experience this no more. Getting the proper help and care that you need is very, very important, especially if you're going through so much, especially through the holiday time. We all go through things. We all have our moments in life where we just feel like, I don't want to do it. And it's okay. But we got to remember too, you came too far to give up. I kept that in mind too. Like, I came too far to give up. I'm gonna have my little moment. I'm gonna have my little. I'm gonna have my little moment. I'm gonna crash out. But when I crash out, I reflect on it, pray on it, and get him and shaping myself up, get myself together, and prepare for what's next for me. Because in every journey we go through things in our life where it's like, why am I going through this? But in order for you to get to that finish line, you have to prepare yourself for these sad moments, for these sad symptoms and things like that. So it's okay. You're human. I'm human. I get it. I'm here for you. You're going to get through this every way, in every shape and form you can. You just got to stay sane and keep that positive energy, even when you're going through the toughest times of your life. So when does the sad typically begins and peak during the year? And are there seasonal patterns that can help individuals prepare in advance? So sad typically begins in the late fall or early winter, and it reaches the peak during the winter months. People with SAD may find solutions in preparing for the seasons in advance by gradually increasing light exposures, exercising regularly, and eating a balanced diet. Additionally, talking to a mental health professional can help individuals develop coping strategies to manage sad symptoms better. Seeking professional help is also beneficial for those experiencing sad symptoms. A mental health professional can provide guidance on how to maintain sad symptoms such as light therapy, medication, lifestyle changes, and physical therapy. As well as they can help individuals identify potential targets and develop strategies to cope with them. SAD can sometimes peak until sometimes they can last until early spring. As the effects of reducing sunlight lightening, even as the days start to length, Understanding personal seasonal patterns and making small lifestyle adjustments like spending more time outside during the daytime than daylight hours can significantly minimize sadness impacting each year. So overall, when does it typically start? And the peak of it is, like I said, as again, late fall or early winter. However, to prevent this from happening, during the spring and summer, we have to enjoy it. You know how they say enjoy it while it lasts? Because once it's gone, it's gone. the older people say that. And they ain't lying. Baby, take it from a person that works all year long. But when summer and spring come, school out, like college students and stuff like that, semester over, shoot, I'm stacking money. I'm not worried about being outside. And that was the problem too. When you don't enjoy those little moments, no matter how big it is, just being outside, enjoying the fresh air and stuff, that can affect you from enjoying the cold seasons, but also can affect you as well because you didn't give yourself that proper nutrients for your body and soul to just absorb the beautiful things in life during the spring and summer. And it will also have an effect on you, especially when you're so used to, waking up, the sun is going to be the sun is about to be out. And when you come home, the sun is still going to be out and you enjoy it. Now you wake up, the sun is not even rise. Well, the sun ain't rise. You come out, the sun is gone. That can also put a big damper onto our lives. So that's why with the next snippet I just read, overall, I just want y'all to remember, enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy the little things in life while they last. We will not see sunlight after 5 o'clock until March, I think the second week of March of 2025. So we got to fake it till we make it. But we have to make sure that we put ourselves first. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, all that. Especially during this difficult time. So if you need to see somebody, go see somebody. You need to go to the doctors, go to the doctors. If you know you need to see somebody to figure out what's going on or start changing things for the better for yourself, do it right now. Because if not, it's going to affect you in a way that you don't want it to affect you, that it may rub people the wrong way, especially if they don't get it. So take that chance now and get the help that you need. Because it's very important to know that you are human. You have needs and wants. We go through things. And it's okay to see someone and to let them know that this is going on. Because not only am I teaching you, but they're going to give you tools as well and helping you and teaching you as well. Sometimes we got to get in 3 to 4 different ways. Sometimes one way is not enough. 2 or 3, 4, 5. How many ways you got to get it, babe? To help you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, especially during this time of the year. So where can individuals seek help or treatments for SAD, and what reasons such as therapy, light therapy, or support groups are most effective? Professional help is available from mental health professionals who specialize in SAD. Light therapy, support groups, and lifestyle changes can also manage SAD. Getting help as soon as possible is crucial to manage symptoms before they become severe. It is important to talk to a mental health professional to determine the best course of action for your situation. Medication may also be given to help manage SAD symptoms. Practicing self-care and getting enough sleep and physical activity is also important. Mental health is important for coping with SAD. This is important because SAD can lead to feeling depressed, anxiety, and low self-esteem. By seeking help, getting medication, and practicing self-care can better manage your symptoms and improve your mental health. Taking these steps is essential for improving your mental health and reducing feelings of depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. Plain and simple. As always, self-care pays a Very crucial part of our life. Self-care plays a crucial role in our life that we take advantage of. When we do not do the things that impact with our mind, body, and soul, but we don't take consideration of the things that we love to do that impacts with our self-care, I don't care how big or small it is. Once we stop or don't do it no more, it messes up things. That's one of the treatments that can help you in life for an individual. Just doing things for you. Even that's just spending time by yourself, taking naps, whatever it is, appreciate and love on yourself so you don't have to go through this for a long time. Talk to someone. They're here to help you. Go to the doctors, do all those things that's necessary so that you know that you're okay. You know that you're doing all the right steps to make sure that this don't last up until the new year. Because once New Year come, we all have our New Year's resolutions, things like that, the vision boards and so on. Keep that in mind. You want to come in with the new and leave out with the old. You don't want to bring old baggage into a new state of mind. A new year, new relationship, none of that. So all those things that happen, we got to let that go. As well as with sad, it's a working process. It's not going to happen overnight. But the more and more you work on it, the more and more you be better. You build on more for yourself, you'll have a better outcome. Keep that in mind. So lastly, why does SAD occur, and how do factors like reducing sunlight exposures, change in daily rhythms play a role in its development? SAD is believed to be triggered by hormone changes due to decreased sunlight exposure. Changes in daylight rhythms, such as shorter daylight hours, can disrupt the body's natural rhythm and causes hormonal change. Hormonal change can lead to depressive symptoms. Other factors that can contribute to SAD include social isolation, being away from family and friends, and difficulty managing stress. Therefore, it is important to take prevention measures to reduce the risk factors of developing SAD, such as getting enough sunlight, exercising regularly, and seeking professional help as needed. It is crucial to practice self-care and cope with stress, as well as it's crucial to stay connected with family and friends and seek help if needed. Plain and simple, overall, it's okay. It happens because time is changing. When time changes, we change. In so many ways, no matter how big or small it is, we change in ways that we just don't know how, but you know how now. So take the proper steps that you need to make sure that you don't go through this sad phase alone, but making sure you don't go through it for no less than 3 months. If you go over 3 months, you need to go get the help you deserve. It's okay. You're human. But I want you to live an amazing life. Like I say, bad times don't last forever. The good ones are coming. Because after every storm, there's a rainbow. We all have our days where we just like, I can't take it no more. But I guarantee you within 2 to 3 days or a week to come, you will never understand how things just changed on its own. You got to manifest. You got to pray. You got to believe not only in things, but yourself. And you also have to speak positivity, because the tongue is the powerful thing that we just sometimes don't realize. And with on that note, I leave y'all with this. It is essential to prioritize self-care and focus on activities that bring you joy and reduce stress. It is important to create a healthy balance between work and personal life. Taking breaks throughout the day can also help to reduce stress. It is important to stay positive and focus on the future. Caretaking is like tending a garden. You need to nurture it with the right balance of sun, water, and fertilizer. Otherwise, it will not thrive. Okay? So, as always, I hope you guys have learned a lot from this Wellness 101 lesson today. I hope you all have understand why this is a big thing. Why is seasonal affective disorder real, also known as SAD? Why do you have it? How can you fix it? And what's your next steps to prevent it from happening no longer than 3 months? As always, I wish you all nothing but the best. I hope you all have an amazing Thanksgiving. I hope you all understand that bad times don't last forever. They're just here for the moment. You're able to control things that you know you have control over. Some things we don't have control over. But when it comes to you and only you, that's the one thing that you can control. What's for you and what's not for you. What keeps you up and what doesn't. Just having that balance in your life, especially with your work and personal life. Just making sure that you know what's for you so you don't deal with this sad phase for 6 to a year to come. Take the proper steps that's needed, and also making sure that you are very, very, very cautious of what you say, because the tongue is a powerful thing. Especially during this amazing time of the year, we want to give thanks and spread love and just love on one another as well as love on ourselves first. Okay? As again, I wish y'all all nothing but the best. Please be safe out here during this holiday time. Love on yourself, love on one another's. Give thanks, be nice, being kind is not going to kill you. Just making and seeing someone smile can also put something very special on your day. Don't let nothing or anything damper your day as well, okay? As always, you guys will hear from me next Wednesday. I appreciate you all for taking the time out of your busy day just to listen to me, regardless if it's on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or the next time the next vibe is to come. I still appreciate y'all because we all human. We go through things and life is too short. Okay? I love you all very much. To the ones that are new here, welcome. I hope you last for a good time. And for the OGs, as always, please be good. Please be good to yourself and to others. You guys will hear from me next Wednesday. Please be safe. Love on yourself. Love on one another. And just be amazing. Bye.